excited about game one like you always are, but we're excited to renew a rivalry with Stillman. Me and Coach were just talking about, the last couple times West Alabama and Stillman got together, we were both a part of it there. I was on the field, he was on the sidelines, and it was always good games. It's a natural fit for, obviously, from a geography standpoint, and so we're excited to get it back going. As they have, we've been working hard in practice and handling the heat and getting everything ready to go with that first game and everything that goes along with game one. But we're excited to face a good opponent and hopefully have a good crowd out this Saturday in support of the game.
To echo what Coach Gillen said, we're excited about the opportunity to be able to reconnect with West Alabama. I think it's great for the community, great for our, both colleges, both institutions. As he's been doing, we've been working hard to get better every day, building our program, building our brand for this year. Those first games are always difficult because the tales of the unknown, and being able to open up with a quality opponent as West Alabama, I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and I feel like we got our work cut out for us, and we're going to come to play football, and that's what it is, and hopefully we can give a good show. And I'm proud of the Stillman Nation that showed up to support me. I feel real good, and I hope that same atmosphere goes into supporting me when we get on the football field.
This is a great opportunity for both institutions, especially the distance that we have between one another. So just everybody involved. These guys are ready to play, I'm sure they are, and so I think it's just going to be a great atmosphere for the entire game.
Well, this is a great natural rivalry between the two schools being so close together. It's an exciting thing to experience, and we're glad to get these two teams together. It makes a lot of sense for both our fans to be able to play, and we've got a 4-year agreement in place right now, so we'll be here this year and at West Alabama next year. We're excited about that, to give both sets of fans a chance to see those games. But secondarily, it's important for Division II football because, as you understand, we're regional teams. We get to play each other. It's across conference boundaries, and we get a chance to compare teams, and it gives the regional advisory committees a chance to see two Division II teams play each other from the same region, and it gives both of us a chance to have a win against a quality Division II opponent, which speaks volumes as you go down the season. So that's a great opportunity for us as well, because you can't have too many of those Division II games in your schedule, and that really helps us, both our teams and both our conferences down the road.
I've got questions for Coach Gillen. Kyle Caldwell's closing in on the touchdown record. What were your thoughts on that?
Thoughts coming into the season, and me and Kyle have talked about it. We've got a unique opportunity right now at West Alabama in general. With me and Kyle and Dion Williams, who helps coach, and where we place in the record and all that stuff. And Kyle agrees, and we've discussed it. Stats are for you guys. We hope he breaks that record, because if he doesn't, we've got problems. We're not being very successful. So the end result is always to win, and whatever helps get that along. If you win as you go throughout the year, your stats usually are pretty good at quarterback, and so that's our hopes. And yeah, he's closing in on it. I don't know the exact numbers. I know it's close on some of them, but it'll be a process that through the year, it's something that we got to make sure is not a focus.
And for each coach, can you share your memories of as a player and as a coach previously of this rivalry?
Kyle. Brett was a great quarterback. Kyle Henderson is a guy, they connected in 2002. I know 3 times. Hit us 65 one time, 53 for another one. I looked up at halftime, it was 31-7, I believe, going into halftime. We eventually lost that game 33-45. And then the next year we went down and we came to West Alabama. It was a rainy day, and we lost 17-24. It was a good football game, very well thought. I thought both games that we played against each other was very good. Those two guys, the first year was just phenomenal. And I think Kyle Henderson is one of the greatest football players to play at West Alabama. Next to Lawrence Sammy, there's a lot of those guys that be spoken with, including Brett here. He was great at quarterback, made great reads. Reminds me a lot of his guy, his protege he got right now that he's trying to get right.
My memory of those games, they were great football games. Coach hit on it. We hit a spurt there, I think, in the second quarter of that game that we played here in 02 that we hit a couple big plays, and from then on it was try to hang on, and the main thing that I remember about Stillman was how physical and how good of athletes and how good a team they were. And that was really the start of the resurgence of the program for them. But it was some good games, and two good teams squaring off, and I don't see any reason for that not to be the same on Saturday.
I think that the philosophy is going to stay the same. It's always going to be, we're going to play physical, we're going to play fast, and we're going to be disciplined in what we do. A lot of the things that we're trying to do, we're just trying to be good at what we do, know what to do, how to do it, and why it's important for them to do it that way. And we're working hard at it, and I think Coach Jackson's doing a phenomenal job in the camp right now, but we won't be able to tell until we get against another team, to see what improvements that have been made. I think the first year I was there, we was ranked number 5 in the country. The second year we was ranked like number 14th, and last year we finished number 12th in the country in total defense. And I feel like we're still there. We have a lot of solid football players, a couple All-Americans on there, and I feel good about it.
Offensively, from an outsider looking in, it won't look like a whole lot of changes from what West Alabama was last year, the last couple of years. Obviously I've got a background in the option game, but a lot of the principles that they were already doing last year was very similar to what we're still doing. We term things a little different. Ours, it's going to be playing fast, playing sound, blocking people, trying to get the ball to some guys that we consider to be pretty good skilled players. And like Coach said, that's the fun thing about the first game. You've been going against yourself for so long. It's exciting to get to go out and see, what we've been doing that works and what we've been doing that may not, and have to adjust from there. And so that's our approach. We're excited to get to go against, as I know he is, a different color jersey, and so that's where we are right now.